Hey guys, Supercool Dave here. This is Human Resource Machine Year 41, and I'll be showing you how to get both the size and the speed challenges completed. The challenges are, use 34 or fewer commands, and complete in 714 or fewer steps. What's required is we've got to grab the numbers from the inbox, or the letters, and we're going to outbox them in order from the smallest to largest. So 94, 36, 46 will be outputted as 36, 46, 94. Make things easier, we're going to mark a few cells first. So in cell 24, this is where we're going to keep track of the length of the run. So just LOR will do for now. In this cell here is where we're going to keep track of what cell we are currently checking. And in this cell, what we're going to do is mark down the lowest that we found so far. Now we've done all that, it's time to get started. So what we're going to do is we're going to bump plus this cell here to mark that we are now going to grab number 1. We're going to go to the inbox and we're going to write the number down into the position 1 to mark that that's the first number. We're going to use jump and we're going to go back to the top and we're going to do this loop over and over again. So then it'll bump it to a 2, grab it, outbox it. We're going to grab it, bump it to 3, grab it, outbox it. And it's going to keep doing this. Now, if at any point we grab a number from the inbox and it's a 0, we know that we have finished. Once we have finished grabbing all the numbers out, we need to bump down this one again because it's going to bump it to 1 and grab it, bump it to 2, bump it to 3, and then it's going to bump it to 4 and grab a 0. So we're actually a number too high. We're going to bump it down to 1, and then once we've done that, we're going to write it down into cells just here into the C cell for what we're going to be checking, and we're also going to bump it down, copy it to the lowest cell just here. Now we've done that, we're going to bump down the check cell because we don't want these two numbers to be the same. So in this case it's going to be the 3 numbers, 1, 2 and 3. The lowest is going to be the 3, which is going to be the very first number that we're going to be holding on to, and we're going to be checking it against position 2. Now, to do that, we're going to copy from the location that the lowest is pointing to, and we're going to subtract the location that the check is pointing to. Now, if the number is positive, it means that the number that we have found in this cell is smaller, and if the number is negative, it means the number we're checking against is bigger. So if it's negative, we're going to bump down the check and we're going to continue checking against the next number down. So in this case, if it failed, we're checking the 3 against the 2. It fails, so now we're going to check the 3 against the 1. However, if it was correct, what we're going to do is copy from the check, and we are going to jump and we're going to copy it to low. So the number that we're using to check against was the lower one. We're going to grab the new lower number and paste it as our new lowest number. You'll see what I mean once the code's actually running. It'll be a bit more clear. Now, if any time we bump down the check and we've hit 0, so if we bump down and it's 0, we know we've hit the end of the run. If we've hit the end of the run, what we need to do is jump all the way up to here, to just below step 5, which is this jump, and that's where we're going to put our output command. So we're going to copy from the location that low is pointing to, and we're going to outbox it. Once we've done that, we're going to copy from the location of the length of run, and we're going to copy it to the location that the lowest number was in. Now, we're going to continue this over and over again until we finished all the numbers in the length of the run. So it's then going to bump down the length of run. So in this case, it'll be 3 numbers. It's going to bump it down, 2 numbers. It's going to pair, bump it down. There's only going to be 1 number. And then once it hits 0, just here, so when we bump it down to 0, we can jump all the way back to the start and start the entire code again. And that's it. That's all that's required. So if I hit play, what we're going to do is this bump to 1. We're then going to grab the 94 and place it into position 1. And then we're going to bump this up to 2. We're going to grab the 36. I'll speed it up just a smidge. Place in position 2. position 3 is now going to be for the 46. Position 4, 0, we don't want it, so we're going to bump it back down, paste, change that to a 2. Now we're comparing 3 against 2. The 2 was lower, so we're going to move 2 over. We're now going to check 2 against 1. The 2 was still lower, so we're just going to be finishing it and ignoring it. As we've hit 0, we've got nothing else left to connect. So the position 2 was outputted, and we're going to then move the higher number and replace the where the lowest number was. So now, by doing that, we only need to check these 2 positions because we've bounced the 46 across. Now we're comparing the 46 and 94, and they were the right way around, so they're just basically getting outputted. We've seen the length of run was 0, so we can start the whole word again, the whole run again. So I'm going to copy the word torso. I'm going to speed this right up, like so. And now, when we grab the 0, we're going to see we're at the end of the run. Bounce the numbers across, change that one to a 4, and now we're comparing position 5 against position 4. So the O and the S, we got a negative number. So we're going to compare the O against the R. Ooh, got another negative number. Compare the O and the O. It's going to see that as a positive number. So it's actually going to change the new lowest to position 2. Even though it's not really necessary. Now, we're going to compare against the T, sorry. It's going to see that the T is higher. So we're now going to outbox the O. We're going to grab this O and paste it over this O. So now we're going to just go sort, S-R-O-T. So S-O-R-T would be sort, but yeah. Compare the S and the R. The R is lower, so we're going to now check the R against the other letters, R and O. The O is lower, so now we're going to make it as number 2 is the lowest, and then we're going to compare the O and the T. And the T was higher. So we've now hit the end of the checks. So we're going to grab the lowest, we're going to outbox it, we're going to grab the S and replace the O. Now we only have R, S, and T for all the checks. So I'm going to speed this up. So the R and the S, the R is lower, the R and the T, the R is still lower. I'm going to outbox it, and we're good to go. Now we aim to compare the 2, so S and T. It's going to pair them. It's going to see that the S was lower. It's going to outbox it. And now it's only going to check the last number. So position 1. It's going to compare 1 against 0, which is impossible. So it knows it's the last letter. It's just going to outbox it. We are now going to reset the course to 1. And we're going to copy all the numbers out. I'm going to speed this right up because the next string is really, really long. Like so. 29, 61, 24, 94, and a 0. So now we need to start comparing the 94 all the way back. And at the moment, it reckons the lowest is 9, so the 24. And that shouldn't change again because there's no other lower number. Right, now it's going to outbox the 24. It's going to grab the 94 and replace the 24. And now it's going to check only between 9 and 1. It can go straight through. It's going to eventually get to that 29, which is position 7. And it's going to stay on 7 all the way through. And we are done. It's now going to bounce the 94, which it has, and replaced the 29. And now it's going to do from 61 all the way through. It doesn't have to check this 94 because there's now another 94 here. So I'm going to speed this right up. It's going to go right through all the numbers, and it's outputted. It's now going to keep going again. So it's started with 94. It's going to go all the way through and see the 61 was the lowest. Let's replace 61 with 94. A number that we still haven't outputted, and now it's checking between 76 and 94. Outputted 76. Now it's going to check between 79 and 94. And it found 79 was the lowest. It's going to check between 86. It's going to find 83. See, low is 83. It's now going to check between 86 and 94. 86 obviously is the lowest. 91 will be the lowest. And now 94. It's going to check it's the end of the run and grab the next number, which was only a 48. So it's going to bump that down. It's only going to look at position 1. It's going to compare 1 against 0. 0 is impossible. So it knows 1 is just going to be a direct output. Now it's done that, it's going to bump this down and see that we're in 0. 0 means we're completely finished and we are done. Here comes the sorting floor clipboard. So 34 or fewer commands, we only use 20. And for the speed challenge, we only use 648 out of 714. I hope you found this walkthrough helpful, and thank you for watching.
Congratulations. You've really become an invaluable instruction follower.
Yes, don't worry, your job is safe. We've replaced you with this electric box.
It's called a computer. It iterates through a list of simple instructions, called a program.
It has a small amount of memory to store data while processing, like tiles on the floor,
It has inputs.
and outputs.
Its simple instructions can be used together in infinite combinations to compute just about anything you can imagine.
A truly efficient worker that never sleeps.
It's going to change everything.
Please take your things and enjoy whatever it is you people do out there. Congratulations.